How's it, everybody? This is Gordon from Keto Model Works, and today we're gonna test out some paint that was sent to me so kindly. And yes, let's see what happens. Gaahleri was so kind to send out some of their Kaleido colorworks, and I selected the watercolor set and the metal set to spray my Tamiya Supra 1/24th scale car for a tribute build to Mr. Tamiya that recently passed away. Coincidentally, Gaahleri approached me in the meantime and said, do you want to try out our new acrylic paints? And I was like, no, I don't actually want to. And after a couple of emails back and forth, they convinced me to test some of their paints because I'm not a big acrylic fan. As most of you have probably seen, I prefer to use lacquer paints such as Mr. Color and the Tamiya brands. But I was like, well, let's at least try this once and see what happens. So you get 24 colors, and I selected the K312 liquid blue to go with my beautiful Supra. And I also had the 12 metal color set that I was going to use for the metal parts of the Supra, such as the wheels and the underbelly of the car, the exhaust pipes, etc., etc. So I have gone through the painful experience of dealing with multiple acrylic paint brands the last 10 years. Yeah, what can we say? I just found acrylic paint to be, let's say, inconsistent. Let's not say that. Let's say a pain in my ass. So I was really looking forward to reviewing these paints, and they impressed me right from the start with the level of pigmentation that's in the paint. And what was also nice is that Gaahleri has included a shaker in each one of those bottles to mix up all that pigments. So that was kind of awesome. A step that I like to do with my car bodies is pop them in the ultrasonic cleaner with a slight mixture of water, alcohol, and some dishwashing liquid. And this is the result. Gaahleri also included a bunch of primers for me, and one of the primers was a gloss black one, which I found kind of amusing. And you can see me setting up the airbrush and realizing that, yeah, it's still acrylic paint, and the pressure had to come up a bit. Yeah, I guess, acrylics is acrylics at the end of the day. Don't ask me what the pressure was, because I can't fucking remember, because I'm getting old. So I just touched up some spots with a black shiny primer, and yeah, that I then left the body to dry for at least 24 hours. I can't remember the exact time, but it was definitely more than 24 hours of drying time before I did anything else to any parts of the Supra. The gloss black, as you can see on the rear end part of the Supra, is quite glossy. That's with zero sanding there right now. That's just, you can still see there's a little bit of orange peel in there. And as usual, I'm not going to blame the paint. I will blame user, what do you want to call it? User incompetence, user stupidity, user still learning, whatever. Okay, onto the beautiful liquid blue, as Gaahleri calls this color. And I've seen a Supra in real life with a Toyota blue, whatever blue that is, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Also, if I had the money right now, I could order a Supra. I would definitely do it in this metallic blue. Either way, this is a beautiful color. The metal flakes is absolutely microscopic, and to scale for this size of car, in my opinion, some car guys might disagree. I don't really fucking care. But all I know is that the metal flakes for acrylic paint was quite impressive. As with all of my videos, I also always include my total fuck-ups, and that is the reason you saw me pushing the Supra body away there and starting with the tail end of the Supra again as an example of the color and laying it down. The simple fact is that I scribed the bonnet or hood line on the Supra like my ass, and of course as soon as I put that blue paint over that panel line, it just showed me in all the glory what a shit job I had done with that panel line. So that's how that's how good the paint is, because it's just, yeah, it's metallic paint, so it's gonna show you every little error or mistake that you made. So yeah, I'll test it on this, or I will be testing it, as you can see, on the rear aerodynamic wing area of the Supra. In the meantime, of course, I'm going to fix that shit job that I did on that panel line. And then, of course, in the interim, using that little aerodynamic area of the car as a example, kind of whatever you want to call that. But yeah, we'll get back to the body soon. This is a great example of me contemplating life and why, I don't know, why you think that paint, the more you apply, sometimes the most likely it might actually remove your shitty error, but yeah, no, I don't know. After 40 years of modeling, I don't know why I still think that. But anyway, the car basically went back into the alcohol mixture, and I stripped it completely and then primed it again and then started over with the liquid blue. Gaahleri was also so kind to send me a new airbrush, and here I'm using their Mobius 0.3 millimeter airbrush. I mean, I have to say, for the price, it is an excellent airbrush. I'm not gonna go into the ins and outs of the airbrush. There's enough reviews online for if you want to go check that out, but for much less than $100 US, pretty fucking impressive little airbrush that. So I'm not gonna bore you to death with the whole process of stripping the paint and starting over. But as you can see here, I am busy laying down the blue, liquid blue again. And you can also see the two the two massive what can we call them, blobs of paint that came out and landed right there on the roof. I'm not sure what caused that. Probably dry tip on the airbrush, or this time I'm not going to blame the user. It's just you have to, at the end of the day, adapt to what the paint wants to do, and I was not adapting enough yet. Either way, the paint was lying down very nicely, and I was quite impressed for acrylic that was really actually acting as a lacquer, as Gaahleri claims. Yeah, quite impressed, and it is a beautiful color as well. Anyways, I applied multiple light coats of the paint, as I usually do when I'm spraying anything really with lacquer as well. Multiple coats, very thin. And this paint worked just fine doing that as well. Although Gaahleri has this, I can't remember exactly what they're calling it, but like fast paint system or fast paint method. Unfortunately, I didn't try that. I just did what I'm used to, which is multiple thin coats of paint. And something else that I have to mention that I was really impressed with is this paint is, as Gaahleri claims, odorless. And I have to agree with that. 99% odorless. There is the slightest odor. And most of that actually came from the clear coat, not from this actual blue paint or the metal paint that you will see later on. After spraying all the metal bits with their representative metal colors, it was time to move on to the gloss clear coat, which I mixed 50% with their thinner. And yeah, this is the part that yeah, it's acrylic at the end of the day, and I'm probably not adapting to it completely yet, or haven't completely adapted to it yet. And yeah, it sprayed on beautifully. There was no real problem. I'm using the 0.3 Mobius airbrush again for this. Yeah, what can I say? I would still use my 2K. Is all I'm going to say. And you'll see the rest of the story in a little bit. As usual, I was applying a very, very light coat of the clear coat. I did not go down the quick spray or the heavy spray or whatever Gaahleri is referring to. I just kind of stuck to the method that I'm used to when I'm clear coating car bodies. I'm pretty sure with more practice and more enthusiasm, I can guess you can say, when it comes to learning a new system, this will work just fine. It'll be perfect. And yeah, here I'm laying the clear coat down a little bit more heavier than the first light coat. and everything was going just fine. There's no problems, no issues here really to report. It's just that at the end of the day, I have a huge lacquer system in place, and that investment is something that I want to use, and I will continue using that until it is finished or done, and then I might move over to this acrylic system. But for time being, I'm gonna stick to my lacquer system that I have in place, and nothing to do with the Gaahleri paint. The Gaahleri paint performed great. There's no issues there. I think this is just me having to get used to another acrylic system at the end of the day. What did happen here that's not in the video is that I started wet sanding a day after applying the clear coat, which is a total no-no. The clear coat had not completely cured after 24 hours. I approached Gaahleri, asked them for advice, and they came back rather quick with some advice saying that the clear coat has to cure for at least 3 days, and then it is actually sandable. You can actually sand it or wet sand it and polish it after 3 days, as you can see what I'm doing here right now. However, if you sand it before it had 3 days to cure, it will sand off the clear coat, which is what happened with me. I just didn't have video footage of that at this stage. So the clear coat you saw there was the second attempt of me putting on a clear coat. And lo and behold, you stripped all of that off, and I went back to what I'm used to, which is a lacquer system. And I'm gonna keep on saying lacquer system because I've said it enough. But yeah, essentially, I'm just going back to what I'm used to. As I've mentioned before, I'm pretty sure with some practice, you can definitely get the system to work absolutely awesome. And so I want to thank Sita at Gaahleri for sending me all this paint and the airbrush. I really appreciate it. There is also a military color range that they are apparently working on, and I'm looking forward to testing that out perhaps for them. But I mean, at the end of the day, if I had to choose to go back to an acrylic system right now, Gaahleri will definitely be the #1 system that I would go back to. It definitely performed very closely to how lacquer would have performed. So I will have the full build of the Supra on my channel soon. I will still include the Gaahleri experience I had in that video too, but the complete video build for the Supra should be on my channel soon. I want to thank you once again for watching my crazy videos, and just want to say stay safe and see you next time.